I got a question. Everybody's talking about the survey. Evidently, everybody's had input into it except me. I don't even know what you're talking about. Why don't we look at the survey and see what it says? The one that I thought that was what this meeting was about. That was what, at the last meeting, you said, we'll get a survey put together and we'll talk about it.
That's kind of what we're doing today is working on that survey. So the survey is.
Everybody evidently has seen it.
Some people have. And
The members
email
of the
was sent
committee
out.
have seen it.
I see. Open meeting.
And I don't know if it's appropriate to worry
I guess
about.
I'm not sure what your comment is.
And the only time that you're supposed to have a secret meeting is if there's personnel involved in it, isn't it? Isn't this, don't we operate under the open meeting law?
This is a pretty public meeting.
It sure is. It sure wasn't when evidently you took and set this survey together.
Sir, I would suggest that, to spend less time criticizing, that I would suggest you work with this fine young man here. You can take a look at the survey that hasn't been published yet. You can correct it
I
if
would
you
love,
find
I would
anything.
love to look at the
So
survey.
instead of criticizing, join the crowd
I
and
would-
come up with a positive thing.
Address to the board if you don't mind.
Oh, not a bot, not a bot. You,
There's
No, I
your
suggest-
president of the board.
I suggest-
Address it to him.
I suggest.
I
you work with
suggest
this-
you address it to him.
Well, I suggest you
Okay.
become part of the solution.
You've made your comment.
Okay, I sure have.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you for sharing.
okay.
What we'll do, the purpose of the survey was not put together in its final form. What we did is come up with the survey as a suggestion that, okay, we need to find out what's going on. Craig put together a survey. We're gonna look at that survey, and we've already gotten some feedback on it and try to fine tune it to accomplish its purpose. So as soon as the survey questions are dealt with, then the survey will be presented to the GA community in the widest possible distribution that we can. And we would like to have 100% feedback from the community so that we know exactly what we're faced with. Now, we're not surveying people who are not tenants of the airport because it really doesn't make too much difference what they think if you think about it. If you're not a tenant at the airport, you're not intending to be a tenant of the airport, then there's not much we can do for you. So we've got to get it down to the affected people. There's no question about it. So if you're a tenant or you're planning on being a tenant, you're on the waiting list for a hangar or something like that, we need to know how this would affect you. And if there is a cost to it, and the fence could be a considerable cost, we need to know if you're willing to pay it. We need to know how much you're willing to pay. We need to know if you want to have a fence, but you don't want to pay for it, and let everybody else pay for it. We need to know those things. And so that's the purpose. Ken?
Just a quick, simple, easy question. Once you guys get the survey approved and everybody's happy with it, how will you disperse that out? You're gonna do it to everybody with a badge, or have I got too far ahead of you guys?
Well, I don't think we've really exactly figured that out, but obviously we have a list of all our tenants. And hopefully we have either email or an address for them, and can either email it or well, the way this survey works is we don't actually send you the survey. We direct you to where the survey is. There's an outfit online called Survey
Oh,
Monkey.
okay.
You log on online, you identify yourself, you answer the questions. So far at the end, I'm assuming you'll survive the criticism. Well, but there was a box at the end where you could put in anything that we failed to ask you. But and the point is that then Survey Monkey will then give us this many people wanted this many people wanted that. It gives you a lot of statistics on the answers.
I only ask that because of all the open air tie downs that people aren't paying anything for. So.
But they are tenants.
Okay.
They are tenants.
Would that include the list of people waiting?
And that was a question.
And the waiting list is, we're very concerned about the waiting list because that's people who want to be on the airport. So tie downs, and I don't know, maybe it's everybody who has a badge, I don't know.
I think the intent is we'll do, and we send out emails to all of our tenants on a pretty regular basis. So we've got that email list.
I get the one that says pay your rent.
Yeah. I don't know if that current list